Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to the next episode of our Chronicles of Aeodrun Awakening series. My name is Josh. I use he, him pronouns and I shall be your game master for tonight. And as you can see, I am joined by some very lovely people who are going to be playing in tonight's game and are going to introduce themselves now and the characters that they're playing. And I'm going to start off with Sean.
Me again. Okay. I am Sean. I use he, him pronouns, as does my character, Tarragon Udric. So Udric is an orc, is a druid, is new at being a druid. Do you want a bit of a what happened, poignant things?
Yes, please. That would be helpful.
So, yeah, Udric's been surprised to run into his little sister, not so little anymore because 10 years have passed, and also his baby niece, also not so baby anymore because 10 years have passed, who were going to travel to a big, awful city. So Udric has been very protective and suggested, don't go to the big, awful city, stay in this city. And yes, he is falling into that kind of big brother mode again.
Next, we have Scarlet.
Hello, I am Scarlet. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Lilly, who uses she, her pronouns. Lilly is a dragonkin sorceress. She's, just sort of here and helping to save sleepy people lives.
Good. That's what I like to hear. And then finally...
Hello.
Evie.
I am Evie. I use she, her pronouns. And I am playing Betrayal or Peri, who uses she, they pronouns. Please excuse me, there is bits of cheese toasty in my teeth. Peri is a angel fallen ? Which is our version of Asimar in the body of a dark elf. And she is a zealot barbarian with anger issues, which turns out are so deep and caused by the most mysterious form of magic, Aether. We love that. Peri is currently, pretty pissed off with Solomon being basically trapped in this town. The information that she's been getting in this lifetime has been heavily altered, which hasn't been great, but at least now we have banded together and with a nat 20 at the end of the last game managed to hack in to one of their previous lifetimes with the help, well no, not with the help, and helped our other two PCs to do some actual good. We did something actually heroic for maybe the first time in the entire campaign, which is very nice.
Awesome. I wasn't going to bring up the cheese toasty incident, but I'm glad you did.
Incident, it's ongoing.
This is going to be an ongoing campaign. Before we get into tonight's session, we have a couple of sponsors and supporters that we'd like to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack matchlocks, including, and I am going to get them out, some Roll Together dice. And if you use the code Roll Together at checkout, all caps, you can get yourself 25% off of your purchase. We're also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. If you type in !code into the chat right now, you can get yourself a code for a free Electrum chest in the game, which will help you power up your heroes as you battle through waves of monsters for free on various different consoles and other devices such as fridges. We are also proud to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a father and son-led TTRPG company that make loads of supplement books for D&D and other TTRPGs. They have done the Wandering Tavern and Scorched Basin, which should have finished Kickstarter by the time this episode airs. It's currently about to start Kickstarter when we're recording this. That puts a timestamp on when we're recording. But if you go to the links in the chat or down in the description below, you can go check out their website and all of their stuff. We're also proud to support and be supported by Bearded Ladies. If you go to Bearded Ladies' website, which will be in the chat and down below, you can see all of the lovely items that they sell. And if you go follow them on social media, they do some interviews with some fashion industry and other industry relevant people and friends and family and all of that as well. And it's really good stuff to listen to. And then finally, Michael Dobson's character art. You can see all of the artwork around us. It's been lovingly done by Mike. You can follow the links in chat to go and check out Mike's Instagram page. If you have a look on the on his Instagram, it will tell you whether his commissions are open. So go check all of those out. Massive thank you to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom for various different reasons. There we do lots of other games on the Patreon, so go check all of that out. Speaking, and I've mentioned the description down below quite a lot, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below, because it helps us know what you like, so we know what to make more of for you. I am going to take a very deep breath and a very big gulp of my coffee, but while I do that, intro credits, yay! In our last session, it was quite a lot happened. Let's be honest. Solomon's villain side came out potentially in a one-on-one conversation with Lilly, where Solomon basically said that he would be willing to sacrifice anybody to achieve his goals, and if things didn't go the way that he wanted to, he would just wait for it to happen again, or for this opportunity to arise again. He seems to have all of the time in the world. There was some conversations had between the group and various NPCs, but the most important thing that happened was that you all went to see Lilly. Lilly was very much adamant that you could heal the slumber, because you could see that Lilly was in the processes of dying. With the use of some magic, some very, very, very clever uses of, was it plant growth, I believe it was, to grow some dragon's thorn, you were able to make the stuff necessary to begin the healing process on Lilly. Lilly hasn't woken up, but with all of the swirls of magic that have sort of come around and funneled into all of you, basically, a large world tree popped out of Udric's back, and as it went back in, has left some marks on Udric's back and on the top of his shoulders. So you can just see that on his tank top. So when he goes all cheeks out, you'll be able to see it, because that happens at least once every 5 episodes.
That's infrequently. I'm slipping.
But yes, we will come back into the session there. You've got Lilly is lying on the bed. She's got colour back in her skin. She's not greying or beginning to sort of crust over as if beginning to turn to stone, which is something that Lilly is very experienced with. Stacey Lynn, Sister Stacey, is... I nearly locked my elbow again then. Sister Stacey is on the bed near Lilly's head, and the remnants of her magic are fading away as the spell is now completed, and you can see that she is just pouring with sweat, pouring through her habit. And Tally is also in the room holding Lilly's hand with streams of tears pouring down. She can also see the visible change in Lilly's appearance. One thing that you do notice, this would be... Actually, I'm going to ask for a perception check from both Peri and Lilly.
Okay. Ooh. 17.
That's actually a 20. Oh, it's a good bony dice, but it's a -1, so it's 19.
Okay. Was it a natural 20 though?
It was.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm.
I'm going to reward a natural 20 even if you do have a -1 to it. But with the 17 from Peri, as you look over Lilla's body, you can see something similar on her skin to what you have and to what Lily has. Yes, she has got some scales that have now appeared on the sides of her face. Yes, so that's what you can see. They are, hang on, let me roll. No, I know what colour they are. They're silver. Silver scales.
Ooh. Interesting, considering that it was my dragon blood that she had.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So she's got silver draconic scales on her form. With the natural 20 from yourself, Lily, Dragonkin they are quite close to the animal folk when it comes to their natures. They come from dragons. They descended from dragons, where animal folk have sort of evolved to have more animalistic-like features. The one thing that you both share is that you have an impeccable sense of smell.
Mm-hmm.
Something smells familiar about Lilla. She smells draconic is the term I'm going to use.
Okay, she smells draconic. Is it just like a draconic musk we all share? Or am I like, I know that particular musk?
Dragonkin are like the elves. They are very, very in tune with the magics of the world. More so than elves, because dragons can tap into the primordial magics, including Aether. Some dragons can. And that leaves a distinct sort of aroma around them, perhaps. So you get sort of you smell magical now. Or even because you're a magically inclined character anyway. You're a sorceress at heart, so you can get like little pings of magic everywhere you go where there is little bits of magic. But you can pick out what is draconic magic because it is unique, and it's something you're familiar with. Elven magic, dwarven magic, human magic, they all probably have their own sense as well. But yeah, you don't care about that. Dragon magic. And that's what you are getting from Lilla.
I'm not going to be rude and like shove my face. I'm not going to do that. Mental note.
I will just need to roll dice. Tally has not noticed. The scales hasn't noticed the scales. They just fall under Lilla's hairline, so you can just see the glint of them underneath there. And Udric, I will allow you to roll to see if you spot it. I mainly wanted Peri and Lily to roll because it's connected to them, but I will let you roll as well. But it'll be a harder DC for you unless you don't want to look.
No, I will look, but I will add an additional complication. Do they match Lilla's aura?
Yes, Lilla's aura is now different for you. Lilla's aura was more of a lightning blue color before. It is now a silvery blue.
Okay. That was only a 12 on the perception, so
yeah. So you don't notice the scales, but you do get that. You do know something is different with Lilla because Lilla's aura is different.
We'll kind of point it out to Tally and be like, "Hey, matchy scales now. Those are new.
Scales? What?" She looks
On her forehead, like these ones, but silver.
Pulls Lilla's hair back a little bit. That's sort of over her fringe. Oh wow. Okay. Do you reckon that's got something to do with the with the bloods, maybe, or something to do with the slumber.
My guess would be slumber because it was supposed to have been my blood that she was injected with. So you would assume that it would have turned out to be purple if that was the case.
Who was it that did this? Did the bloods though?
That was Carden that did it. Carden was in charge of head surgeon. Would have done all of the blood transfusions and surgeries and all of that when Lilly was brought back to Merkstead on that night.
I mean, is it possible that he messed up the blood? Do we know any silver dragonborns?
I've never seen a silver dragonborn before. There's dragonborn, not dragonborn, dragonkin. Sorry, dragonkin are very rare coming through Merkstead. We obviously have Thaddeus and Thena who live here. There's yourself now, Lilly. I think we've had a couple of red dragonkin come in before, but not. I know I keep tripping myself up. And then obviously Merida is a gold dragonkin, so not seen a silver one.
That's interesting. Zed, her aura's changed and all. Used to be more blue, but it's got some silver in it.
What is like the elemental alignment, I suppose the wrong word, for a silver dragonkin or a silver dragon?
That is something that Tally wouldn't know, but that is something that Lilly would know.
It's
DM. Tell me, please.
Nice.
Silver dragons tend to lean between two different elements. They're more of a sort of whereas you've got the dragons and dragonkin that are based on the 7 elements: fire, earth, which you're earth, fire, earth, air, water, lightness, darkness, and nature. Silver dragons and gold dragons and all of those types are sort of like they're younger in terms of dragons and are more of a mesh of the elements. So silver would be more of a water and an air.
I'm laughing at the idea of a nature element dragonborn, just like the breath weapon is like ferrets.
Give me ferret breath.
I was going to go for something more sinister like Imhotep's scarabs and swarm of locusts and all of that sort of stuff. But
I was thinking more sinister would just be wood. Just wood. It's just
literally
3 rows.
Bark at you.
Oh god.
Get it? Gonna bark at you. Come on, you got to boo me for that.
I don't have a boo card anymore. It's outdated.
Damn it!
Like your jokes.
Hey! For that, you get inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
It's the first time I've ever given inspiration. Anyway, but yes, they are a combination between air and water.
Air and water a little bit, you know. I'm gonna gently like pat her head to look for horns.
What's that mist?
Maybe. Yeah. It might suddenly get super dewy or misty every day.
So I have memories of being in this area for longer than Tally has. Do I remember any silverish or silveresque dragonkin coming through the area? It's a stretch.
It is a stretch, but I will allow you to roll a history check.
Hey, the thing I always roll that I'm terrible at. That I got a 19 on, with still a -1 for an 18.
Okay, so when you were a pink dragonkin, I don't know what's with me today. When you were a pink dragonkin, you travelled around for quite some time with Solomon and a few adventures on your own. You bumped into many different types of dragonkin. Silver is not one that you bumped into, but one that you did hear of. Silver dragonkin tend to live more in the north. in the colder climates. It
In
can be
the north.
in the north.
Dragonkin of the north.
Kin of the North.
In the north, king of the north. Yeah, but that's where you would. So yeah, you wouldn't have met any silvers during that lifetime.
The silvers tend to be in the north. I don't remember any coming through, but that's quite far away. Maybe he got blood shipped in. I don't know. Nothing's beyond this guy, apparently.
Does she have any horns growing from her head?
No horns growing from her head, no.
Ah, maybe they'll grow in.
How much of an inspection of her body are you giving?
Just her head. I'm not
Just
being creepy.
Okay,
She's been through a lot.
that's fair. But yes, she is there. Just laying there.
Hang about.
Yep.
At one point or another, I had. What's that spell? No. Oh, we're going to go to sleep at some point, aren't we?
Some point.
Maybe.
Oh, I can ritual class it. That's fine. I haven't got any first level spell slots left, apparently. But I would like to ritual cast detect poison and disease. Just gonna do a scan while we're here.
Okay. Ritually casting detect poison and disease. The mark on, or the scarring on Lil's chest that you had picked up some disease from previously, which caused this whole ritual to start, that is no longer there. The scar looks like it is fully healed, and instead of it being quite prominent amongst the other scars that Lila has, it sort of faded in with the rest now, so it just looks like a regular scar, nothing sort of special about it, other than the fact that it's still quite large. There is no detect poison and disease coming off of Lila or anywhere in the room. If anything, I will give you that whatever you all just did in this room has purged any sort of illness from anybody within the vicinity of this room. So if anybody had a little sniffly cough, that's now gone.
I don't suppose it does anything to Aoife soul sickness.
Unfortunately not, no. And you definitely get the feeling that the area in this room has been purged. It's been cleansed, is the word I'm looking for.
Druids kill 99.9% of all germs.
Of all bacteria. Get yourself a druid now.
You said no one's got a sniffly cold. Colds are viruses, Josh.
This is true. Yeah, so it's 100%.
Boom. No microbials here. Microbials? I'm a druid, I don't know. Microbiotics.
Thank you so much for everything that you've done. I can't believe that Lila's going to be... Are you sure that she's going to wake up from this? She's not going to start going all stony again? That she will wake up?
Hopefully. I mean, it's the first time I've woken someone up. We've all worked, did it as a team. I don't know. Hopefully.
Well, I've been holding out hope I've been holding out hope the entire time. I will keep the hope, and I will make sure that I'm at her bedside, so when she wakes up, I will be the first face that she sees. I should go tell my father. He'll be ecstatic to know that she...
No.
What do you mean?
You heard what we said earlier.
Oh, yes.
No.
DM forgot that Tally heard all of that and was meant to be angry with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, you're right. Part of me wants to rub it in his face that he refused to help her, but all of you did.
He's a bit dangerous. Honestly, I would probably not prod the bear. And the longer he realises he's got control of the situation, the better.
Additionally, so you know what happened to me before.
I was there, yes.
Yeah. So that entire situation was orchestrated by Solomon to, we were raised together, we were just kept really far apart. That was very specific. He was exerting control over every part of my life, so I would do exactly what he wanted at exactly the right moment, accumulating in making me think I was doing a self-sacrificial act for the good of the world, when no, I was doing it because it was part of his master plan. He essentially sent me to die, and he does not care, and he will do the same to you, and he almost did the same to Lilla.
I need to start making arrangements to get Lilla out of here. As much as I love this town, I think we need to leave.
I agree.
Immediately, I'm going to go make arrangements of my own. Yeah, this has all been lovely. I'm glad we've actually done some good and given you some warning. I've promised someone that I'm going to be going on a heist mission tomorrow that we said we absolutely would not do, but there's an arrangement I need to make first. So, yeah, see you all later. Bye. I hop out of the window.
Yep.
Wow.
Hang on, we must just signed on to... Fine, all right.
Oh, Peri, as Stacy goes to climb off the bed and sort of looks out the window as you superhero landing. I'm not going to make you roll because it's just cool. Right, well, that was absolutely amazing, Mr. Udric, that you were able to... This is Stacy speaking to you, because I can't do accents. It's amazing that you were able to... The feat of magical power that you're able to do, and the fact that Lilly, you channeled some of that power, and I'd never felt such a rush go through me before. I mean, I will admit I was starting to come down with a bit of a cold. The stress of things going on at the church in a minute, it's got to me, but I feel right as rain, like I've had a long rest. So I thank you. I need to get back to the church, though. Preparations are still being made, and I need thank you. She sort of bows towards the pair of you individually, and then basically looks around and then bolts out of the room.
Tally, let us know if there's anything that we can do to help you with making arrangements. I realise that probably quite a few people in your support network are maybe in your father's pocket. So
there are people I trust within the Sparrows that will help me out. Merida, although works closely with Solomon, has always kept him at arm's length. Has always been very protective of her group. So. I will approach to see if she's got a way for me to get out of, or for me and Lilla to get out of Merkstead. I don't know if I should move her now. Do you reckon she'd be okay to be moved, Lilly?
It's a lot has happened to our body at the moment. Like I said, I don't know, but maybe wait a little bit while you make the arrangements. I have a town. I have a town if you'd like somewhere to go.
Really? Where's that?
Do you have a map on you right now? I can point it out rather than saying it out loud if you want to.
I don't have a map, but I do have some parchment and a quill if you want to write it down, and then I can do research into where it is.
Yes.
Okay. She hands you some parchment and paper that she's sort of got tucked into her back as like a notepad.
Lily's going to write down her hometown and the mayor's name, and or not the mayor's name, the old mayor's name, the past mayor, and be like, nice man. Tell him my name. We'll know who I am. It's lovely. There's a lovely house there. You
I
can,
love
you
I
can,
love how you've dodged having to say what the name of your town is by saying that you
because I
just write it down.
continuously forget what it's called.
That's
They're
fine.
trying to call me out on it.
Not Abacathis, is it? That the continent, not continent. Country.
Abacathis is the city. So on the map, it's called on the map. It's the ruins of Volgara. I need to update the map, so it's just called Volgara. It has been reinstated. So yes, it's in the swamps. Okay.
Well, I'm wondering because I kind of made a promise to my sister that I'd go up to Ostragos with the stuff that they wanted to sell from the farm. I'm wondering whether we could possibly drop you off somewhere, maybe like looks at map, Crow's Reach, and then you could maybe make your way across to looks at map, Bulgara.
And say it out loud.
What? I don't think he's got literally ears in the building.
He might do.
All right.
So you're saying that myself, Lily, your sister, and your niece all travelled to this place?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long way to travel.
I had hoped that I'd be able to look after them here.
It's an option.
Hmm.
It's an option, and it's pretty safe. I know it was ruins for a time, but it's pretty safe now.
Okay, we'll make arrangements. I'll let Lily recover a little bit first. She might wake up on her own, and then we can travel. But I'll leave it for a day or two before any actual arrangements are made, at least. But I've spoken to your sister. I will been introduced to her, so I will reach out to her and see if she wants to go that way. You might want to speak to her first, though. She seems to be under the impression that you're going to get a house here.
Yeah, that's still my suggestion. It's just that I've also got to go to Ostragos.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misinterpreted. I thought you meant you wanted them to come with me, but I will make arrangements. Sorry, I'm a little flustered because of everything that's happened. Sorry.
No, that's reasonable. No, they're looking to get a house here. I'm going to look through the farming gear and see if there's anything that we might be able to utilise for, doing a bit of spot gardening around this way. But it does mean that I'll be lightening up the load of what I'm going to be taking, and I'd have a bit of extra space for some passengers.
Okay, right. Yes, that sounds good. I like the sound of that. Okay, thank you.
I don't think they're imminently in danger, but whatever it is that Solomon's doing, he's clearly thinks that members of his family are fair game.
You just watch as it's very rare that Tally gets angry, but he watches her brow. Her face forms into a frown, and then she sort of snaps out of it. Okay. Things would be completely different if people were here.
You mean Luca?
Yes, Luca's Lilla's father. How do you know? How did you did son? Of course you found the portrait in the vault with me and him standing next to each other. We just got married around that point. Lily wasn't that old when that picture was taken, so she wasn't in the picture. But
look, I haven't been able to say anything because I'm still carrying a lot of trauma around it myself. But no, I knew Luca.
You did?
We fought together in the Rising.
Her face sort of lights up for a moment. You served in the Rising together.
Yeah, we were good friends. In fact, we were We were a team. I would hold the line with the shield, and Luca would climb up over my back and leap into the fray. He was very good.
Yeah, he always did like to get into the thick of it. He was quite sneaky in that way. Do you know what happened to him? We received a letter saying that he was missing in action and presumed killed, but we never had any sort of confirmation. I went through hell when that happened, but I need to know. Lilla needs to know.
I'll spare you the gory details, but he fell in battle against a zombie ogre.
And she doesn't seem to get upset by this. It's like it's more a relief, like a weight seems to lift off of her shoulders. Something that she knew was probably what had happened, and you've just confirmed it. So she's like, oh, okay.
He was very brave. There's plenty of soldiers, even seasoned ones, would balk at the prospect of fighting such a formidable foe, but no, Luca had no fear.
He definitely did. Definitely had no fear.
I wanted to jump in and try and save him, but there wasn't anything I could do.
A lot of the soldiers' bodies that fell in the battle weren't able to be recovered due to the nature of the undead roaming around. So it is. I've always thought that he's just lying in a field, or in a forest, or in a river, or something, and never got to have a proper burial. So that's always weighed on my mind, but I feel better knowing that actually having closure to it now. So thank you, Udric.
I'm sorry I couldn't give it to you sooner. Just I couldn't bring myself to judge up what at the time I thought was recent loss, but I since come to realise I spent a lot longer in that forest than I had previously thought.
She walks over to you, and she sort of takes your hand, and she holds it in both of hers. It doesn't matter when you lose somebody. It's always recent for you. Doesn't matter if it's 10 years, doesn't matter if it's 100 years. It's always recent. So don't ever feel guilty about moving on. They'll always be with you. She sort of kisses her hands while she's holding your hand, and then sort of smiles at you. You can see a little tear is forming in her eye, and she smiles, and then she sort of lets go and walks her way round to where Lilla's laying in the bed.
You want me to? You've got to be exhausted, so I don't mind keeping watch for a few hours while you catch up on some sleep.
I'm gonna stay in here. But I would be lying if I said that doesn't sound fucking fantastic.
Well, maybe go and bring a mattress along, and you sleep in here. I'll sit outside the door so you can have a bit of privacy.
Oh no! And she just climbs onto the bed and sort of snuggles up to Lilla, and drapes her arm round her. I'm gonna hug my daughter. It's something I should have done when this first happened, and it's something I'm going to do now, and I'm not going to let her go.
I'll bid you good night then.
Thank you, Udric. And you can. Are you going to walk out?
He'll walk out, but he is going to kind of set himself up, just sitting outside the door.
Awesome.
Spear kind of laid across his lap.
Yeah. Lilly, you've watched this entire exchange, and Udric's just walked out, and Tally's fallen asleep on Lilla, and you're just sort of stood there like, What would you like to do?
Just gonna.
Yeah, okay. Thank you again, Lily. Tally says as she begins sort of like, it's almost like as soon as her head hits the pillow, she is just going to zone out.
Just gonna sneak out.
Make me a stealth check, just for the hell of it.
No!
Just for the hell of it.
Oh, it's rolling. Slowly, but it's rolling.
What's your modifier?
It was a 1. Plus 2.
Okay. So what I think happens here is Udric goes out and sets himself up on a chair outside the door and puts his staff across his spear across his lap. And Udric, you go, oh, hang on a minute, I need to move the spear because it's a tripping hazard for people, as Lily is looking back into the room to make sure that she's not stepping on any creaky floorboards or anything, and making sure not disturbing Tally at all. You don't see the spear, and as the door shuts, you tumble over it and go rolling into the room opposite.
You were sleeping.
No!
You're right there.
No! No! No one's in this room, are there?
No, I would say this is probably Udric and Udric, Bram, and Lucian's room, which all three of them haven't stayed in the room at the same time yet.
In fact, I can't remember where Lily's staying. Was Lily staying with Peri or?
Yeah, I'm taking
Udric-
Elodie's bed.
That's right. Didn't Udric offer, because Bram and Lucian are kind of not around at the moment, offered it to his sister and...
Yeah. Yeah, so you roll into the room and you hear, oh, wow, as Lorna and Neri are in the room. It looks like they've just not woken up. It looks like they're packing up for a picnic at the minute as you sort of come tumbling into the room.
Sorry. Ow, sorry.
I mean, that's definitely one way to make an entrance into a room, I
I'm
suppose.
so sorry. Ow.
She sort of leans
I'm so
over
sorry.
and sees Udric with the spear. Hey, Udi, did you trip her up?
Yes.
On
yes,
purpose.
No. Ow.
Well, and she finishes packing up a traditional-looking picnic basket, or as a famous bear would say, picnic basket. And
Let's go get some picnic baskets.
yep, exactly. Now I see why you like being a bear. Okay. And she comes out.
I feel like I've just aged 20 years now. There was a recent film as well with Dan Aykroyd and Justin Timberlake, I think.
Oh,
Huh? Yogi Bear.
I'm not going to pretend to know what that is. I'm just going to let you do your thing.
Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We've been Roll Together RPG. We're going to go and go and hide in our very aged corner.
Mm-hmm. Go and educate yourselves. Watch some Hanna-Barbera
Oh, no.
and Lucky Races.
But Lorna comes out holding Neri's hand with the picnic basket, sort of stepping over Lily, who's still in a heap on the floor. Okay, we're going up to the tree, the big tree in up on the third near the church. We're going to go have a picnic. So,
What time is it? It's bedtime, isn't it?
Josh can't remember what time of day it is.
It's the evening.
It is the evening. That's not what we're doing. I'm taking this downstairs because we've just come from a picnic up there. There we go.
There it is.
Saved it. We're just getting ready to take the basket downstairs. We had a nice, lovely picnic up there. We were going to go to the beach, but we were told that's not a good idea at the moment. So we didn't, obviously. So we're going to go have a look at some of the shops tomorrow as well and see what there is. And we're going to look at some houses as well. There's some places for rent coming up. I did hear as well. There was a farmer in the market. His name was Wilfred, and he's looking for people to live on the farm with him and to do work with him. I might apply for it. So myself and Neri could live on. It's called Redstone Farm. It's just outside of town.
Do we know Redstone Farm? Is that
Yes, I'm not going to make you roll for it. Redstone Farm was the very first mission that I believe it was Hera, Elodie, Bram, and Lucian did. I could have gotten all of those. I know Lucian was definitely there. And I know Hera was definitely there. Sorry?
I definitely wasn't.
Definitely wasn't, yeah. That was the very first mission on the job board that was done by your group. And you would have been told by, or read in Hera's very detailed mission report, that the farm itself is ran by a gentleman called Wilfred. And he employs a lot of the children from Merkstead who come out and do a lot of apple picking and vegetable picking and all that sort of stuff for him. And he has a couple of chickens and everything. The most prominent thing is the fact that he has a griffin and 2 griffin cubs that sort of patrol the area. He's looked after the griffin since it was a cub itself. And it's nested in the mountains now, but it's become more of a protector for the area. So wild wolves and bears and foxes and things won't go anywhere near the farmstead because of this griffin. But the griffin is friendly. You also remember reading in the report that the group did find an entranceway into the mountains that the Reavers use. And Wilfred had been intimidated by the Reavers a couple of times to allow them to use his farm as a pathway to get some of their stuff up there, which he just sort of let them do because he didn't want any trouble. You also know that the griffin had 3 bear cubs. One of them was taken by the Reavers.
Oh, three like chicks.
Yeah. But only has 2 now.
Yeah. I mean, not that anywhere is particularly safe, but yeah, it's probably as safe as any at the moment.
I mean, and it's a farm as well. I know what I'm doing on a farm, and I can walk Neri into town every morning. And Johanna's already said that she'll meet us at the town gate and take Neri to the school. Neri's made good friends with Sunny and young orc boy named Oro, and a fiend fallen girl called Mana. They seem to have formed their own little friendship group. They're all various different ages, but they seem to all really like each other. So, and that was quite quick. We've only been here, what, 12 hours?
Yeah, they're a friendly bunch.
Definitely, it feels a lot. It feels like home, but with a sea breeze. So I'm going to take Neri to have a wash, and then we're going to go to bed. So why are you sitting on a chair outside of Tally's room?
Nothing.
Okay, I won't push then. She gives you a kiss on the top of your head and leads Neri to the cleaning room, to the washroom, should I say? And Lily's still in a heap on the floor.
I will offer the blunt end of the spear as a kind of aid for you to get up.
Oh, thank you. Ow. Thank you.
The thing is, Udric, is you go to point the blunt end of the spear at Lily, who is probably 5 to 10 feet away from you, having rolled into this room. You don't have to get up. You think, I'm going to help, and the spear extends itself all the way along to Lily, and Lily, you can grab the spear and help yourself up. And then once you let go of it, it retracts back into a spear again.
That was cool.
That was cool. And unexpected.
Oh,
Anyway, most people leave rooms forwards. You do know that.
I was trying to be stealthy. I'm used to squishy ground. Okay? Not squishy. That was cool. With the stick. That was okay. I'm embarrassed now. I'm gonna go.
Washroom.
Yeah. Oh, before I do go, the tree out of your back, that was super cool.
The what?
You grew a tree out of your back. It was pretty.
Did I notice the tree? I think I was focused pretty.
Oh yeah, I think you were focused pretty intently on what was going on. If you were to look at your back now, you can just see what looks to be like a skin style mark, scar, or maybe even a tattoo on the top of your shoulder.
Oh, that seems to be new as well. Sorry.
That's pretty big for something new.
I wonder if that's to do with the ritual.
Probably. Something you tapped into. Probably in you already.
I had a tree once.
Yeah?
Yeah. Gorgeous big tree. In the grove in the forest. Like, it got infected with the ether, so it kind of turned to ash.
Was it a magic tree?
Apparently so.
And you grew up around the tree?
Spent apparently 10 years there.
Maybe the tree liked you. Stayed with you a bit longer than you thought.
Not only the tree, it would seem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it seems that that's not the only thing that stuck with me from those days, actually. I had a rabbit, actually.
Oh, magic bunny? Magic bunny. We saw the magic bunny too. There was definitely a bunny.
Oh, good, you could see it. I was worried at first that it was going to be this fox that I keep hearing about.
Huh?
Kind of situation. Peri and Brown, they can both see this fox that nobody else can see.
Well, I want to see a magic fox.
You'll have to ask Peri.
I will. But thank you for sharing the magic bunny.
I mean, you can thank Luca.
Luca the bunny.
Yeah.
Could you, Udric, for me, please, tick off one of your uses of wild shape?
Yep. Might be a bit difficult because both of my uses of wild shape are ticked off.
Okay. I'm gonna bend the rules for this moment just because the way that you said that just leads to this working perfectly. As you say, why don't you could thank Luca yourself? You feel a warm glow from your back, and you watch as these vines begin to crawl up onto your shoulder and then begin to form up into a rabbit form, and then all of the vines fall away and there is an ethereal green rabbit sat on your shoulder. Druids get this. You can see that too. Druids get this thing in the new rules, and I think as a sub thing in the old rules, where you can use a wild shape to cast Find Familiar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was one of the optionals in Tasha's, and they've made it proper.
Permanent thing now. Yeah.
Oh. Hello, Luca.
Nods to you, gives you sort of a book with his head.
You died.
You hear a voice in your head that says, "Yes, but I will be with you always." Lily doesn't hear this.
I see. Udric will kind of pet Rabbit Luca and is kind of trying to work out whether he's actually there or is a ghost.
So he's definitely an ethereal creature, but as you put your hand on him, he has a physical form to him, and you can give him a good sort of stroke. Every now and then your hand sort of slips through a little bit because it's still quite new what you've just done. So you reckon after some practice, you might be able to fully bring Luca back in some form. Rabbit Luca, I should say.
Lily is just quietly losing her mind, but
Look, if my friend pets you, I think that she's got to lose her mind if she does not.
Looks towards you, Lily, and gives you a nod. You watch as gives you a nod. One of the ears stays up, the other one flops down to the side.
ah! Oh, hello.
Cool.
Gently pet.
Oh! Sniffs your hand to start with, recalls a little bit, and then as your hand gets a bit closer, it pushes its head up against your hand, and as you start patting, he moves his head towards in the form of, I have a rabbit, so I know this.
Lily's face is very much like an anime, like, oh, thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
Or nods, and it gets up on its back legs, and it sort of pats your hand. It looks like it's trying to bat your hand away, but it's actually trying to do a high five with you.
Oh, turn a high five with the fingy.
You bop with each other. I think that's a lovely little moment to sort of contain in like a little glass bubble for the minute, as we are gonna go back into Tally and Lilla's room. But instead of hovering around those two at the minute, we're going to go out the window and we're going to follow the footsteps towards where Peri went. Peri, where are you going?
Going to the Wizard's Tower.
Interesting. Yes, you can make your way up to the Wizard's Tower. It is nightfall now. You can see a lot of the shops have closed up for the night. A lot of the buildings have got their, like the homes and things, have got their lights on and things. People are having their dinner. You can smell a cacophony of different foods being cooked all over the place. You make your way up to the sort of third layer of Merkstead, where the tree, the church, all of those shops and the tower is. And I'm going to ask you for a perception check, a police.
Cool. Okay, 15, and then plus the perception is 21.
21. As you get up there, as you walk up that slope, you just happen to glance over towards the tree, and you can see that there is an elven woman wearing green and brown robes, who is stood in front of the tree, the big tree, and is stood there with an elderly gentleman. They seem to be having a friendly conversation with each other, and seem to be pointing out different things that have happened within the garden and stuff. And as they're having a conversation, you watch as she stops talking for a moment and looks down into the town itself, and you can see her smirk. It's around about the sort of time that Luca is summoned, and then turns back towards the conversation. And then you hear
odd characterization.
Yeah, and then
I think as I walk away.
Yeah, you hear a very panted, Peri, wait up! Peri, wait up! As running up the hill, fully sweating, is Stacylin, who's going back to the church, has seen you and has chased after you.
Stacey, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Step up your cardio in small doses.
What we just did in that room took a lot out of me. So I have been keeping up with my... I did. If you told me you were coming up here, I would have walked with you. Oh.
I'm in a bit of a hurry. What is it, Stace?
I just wanted to walk with you, that was all.
Just wanted to walk. Okay, sure.
Oh, okay. Josh needs a minute because he breathes so much that I've gone lightheaded.
Oh no. When the role playing gets too real.
When it gets a bit too real. So, okay, right, where are you going?
I'm just going up to the Wizard's Tower. I just got a couple of bits of business to take care of.
There's people in the Wizard's Tower?
Oh yeah, new thing.
Oh.
There's some librarians from Abacathis, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, as interested as I am to see that, I won't impose. So I will head back to the church. We've got lots of things to get going on with there, so I will head back there. It was good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. I'm not avoiding you or anything. I should probably say this now. So it's a good thing you caught up. I think I'm going away for a couple of days. So I guess I'll just see you when I get back.
Okay. Well, 1 second, and she sort of pulls her hand behind the back of her neck, and she fiddles with something, and she pulls off a chain, and she pulls it off, and she hands that to you. Take this. Good luck, charm.
What is on the chain? Is there anything there?
Yeah, it is a symbol. It is a black and white symbol. Half of it is black, half of it is white, and it represents the Church of Balance. Basically, it's like a prayer medallion type thing, almost like what a cross would be to a priest.
Oh, thank you. That's really thoughtful of you. I'm going to roll deception to see. Yeah, it's completely it's kind of flummoxed a little bit. It's kind of, why are you giving me a symbol of one of my sisters in a religious context? It feels weird.
Well, I mean, the Church of Balance is something that is incredibly important to me. It was something that was incredibly important to Gwen as well, and you're incredibly important to me. So I just want you to be safe, and this necklace has kept me safe since I was a child, and I want to make sure that you're safe if you're leaving.
Lucy, I'll be fine. You don't need to worry so much.
But
I appreciate it. I really do.
I wouldn't be your friend if I didn't worry, and if I didn't care. And I do worry, and I do care. Even if things are perfectly fine, I will always worry. That's what friends do. That's what family does.
I just wish I had something to give you. Oh wait, I do. I reach into the armband of holding and I take out a longbow. Can you use this?
Yes, I can actually.
Ammo?
No, ammo. No, that's fine. It's just, the fact that you're giving me something is I'll look after it.
You need something smaller?
No, that's perfect. No, thank you. She sort of
back,
takes it off of you. She seems a bit clunky. She seems a bit clunky with it to start with, but she's grateful that you've given her a gift. And she's like, anyway, I'll leave you to your business and I'll go. And she goes to turn and accidentally puts her foot through the bottom of the bow, and then he trips over it. It's like, oh, whoops! Pops out of it. I'll be fine.
Give it back.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, Stacey. Give it back. I'm giving you something else. You can't even walk with it.
Okay.
What kind of friend would I be if I give you a tripping hazard?
Oh, that's fair. That's true. She hands it back.
Okay, take this. I give her the return shuriken. Now throw that. Throw it in any direction.
Okay. So she looks towards the mountain. Yeah. And she sort of gives it a throw. It doesn't go very far. But as it spins, it sort of stops in the air, spins a little bit, and then reverse spins, and then makes its way back. And she's like, and catches it. Oh, wow. Okay. That was cool.
Yeah. So that returns to you. I will also return back. Also how I want it back when I return. But, both can be true at the same time.
Thank you. She starts welling up.
Oh, don't cry. Gross. I know it's dark, but...
I will cherish this. Thank you, Peri.
Okay, hug. Come on. Bring it in.
Gives you a big hug, and you feel that warm glow from inside you as Gwen's getting in on the action as well.
God, you're making me all soppy. Go, get out of here. Go.
Okay, and she sort of holds the shuriken to her chest, and she begins walking off. Something strange.
Strange elf.
Something very strange. Stacey has proved that she's not a combatant whatsoever. How does she catch that shuriken? As she runs off.
Beginner's luck.
Yeah, in the luck.
If she catches it next time, it doesn't just go between her eyes. That would be a shame. Cool scar, though.
Tripping
as I make
hazard.
my way on.
Tripping hazard. Or stab herself.
These are the two languages that I speak.
You can make your way to the wizard's tower. Do you knock on the door or just barge in?
Are there windows?
Quite high up, very high up.
How-
They're not
high
any
up?
on ground level.
How high up?
First set of windows are probably 10 foot in the air, 10 foot up.
Second highest?
Another 10 foot up. It'll be like every 10 foot. So the tower itself is probably 150 foot tall.
Well, I'm going to misty step 3 flights up.
Yep.
Picking the window.
Jimmy the window, and you can climb in. Roll me a sleight of hand check for jimmying the window, please.
Oh, I was just going to break it.
Or just roll me an attack roll to break the window.
Sure. It's unarmed, right?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 to bonk the window.
25 will hit. Windows are not doors, so they're not the BBEG. So yes, you can, and you don't even need to roll damage. You just smash the window and climb in, and you are on the swirly staircase that leads up.
Start making my way up. As I've gone up a few steps, I suddenly stop and I'm like, I'm not breaking and entering, I promise. And I keep going.
You hear a voice from the darkness say, "Good, I was preparing to kill you."
I mean, technically, I did both break and enter, but it's just a chat. I'm not here to steal anything or kill you in your beds.
So why didn't you just knock on the door? As
That's
at
what losers do.
At the top of the stairs in the candlelight, you can see one of the librarians stepping into the light, and you watch as he's got a cane in his cane is in his hand, and he just clocks something back in. Oh,
Hey.
Miss Peripatea, sorry. Why didn't you just knock on the door? We would have let you in. You didn't have to break and enter.
Well, I once read somewhere that the worst people in the world will knock on your door after 9 p.m. So I figured you wouldn't open anyway, being very smart and everything. Plus, losers knock on the door. If I can avoid it, I try and come in through a window.
Okay, fair enough. Please do come upstairs. He gestures for you to come up. We were just about to put a fresh batch of tea on if you'd like some.
I would love some. It's been a weird evening, and I need to talk to you and the rest of the librarians.
Yes, well, myself, Isbert, and Joda are in the room in the library at the moment. We're doing some studying, so please do come in. Leads you through the garden area where the display of Lilly's skills and Udric turning into a large bear were on display. You instantly notice that the 2 bear cubs are in here as well. They seem to be sleeping underneath one of the trees, and Calder leads you to the other end where there's a building, and he opens the door and you step in, and again, it's bigger on the inside. You walk into a massive library of books. In the center of the room is a large table that's got loads of open books and paper all over the place. Mixed in that pile, you can see Isbet, who is got some spectacles on and is reading through some books, and you can see Joda is floating around in the upper levels of this. It's like a tower within a tower sort of thing, and he's floating up, sort of grabbing books off of the shelves, and you watch as he opens a portal, puts the book in, the portal opens on the desk, and the book comes out and sort of lands on the side.
What are you researching tonight, by the way? Looks very involved.
We're doing lots of research on various different things. We're looking at the stuff that Solomon mentioned about the temple above. We're doing some research into that. We are doing some research into the Guardians, and we're always doing research into the Guardians, to be fair. And we're also doing some research into yourself.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Found anything interesting?
We're trying to track down your previous lives.
Me too.
Well, that sounds like we can sort of cross our wires and dot the I's and all of that sort of stuff, whatever the saying the kids use these days.
I don't know what the kids use these days. I tend to associate with grown-ups when I can.
Right, okay. Or choose of words, I
On the
suppose.
Guardians, like, that we don't know. I'm just out of interest before we get down to brass tacks.
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Anything interesting on the Guardians that you're looking up? What are you reading? What's the journal article that we're discussing?
Come sit down with the rest of us, and Calder will lead you over, and you can sit down at the table. And Joda floats down and sort of clicks his fingers, and all the books and paperwork tidy themselves up and split apart to make space at the table. He then reaches into a bag that is under the table, pulls that up and puts it down, reaches into it and starts pulling out cutlery and plates and bowls, and pulls an afternoon tea tray out, pulls a hot pot of boiling water out. It's basically Merlin's bag from Sword in the Stone. He starts pulling stuff out of it and sets it all down. Right. I suppose it doesn't matter too much for you, Beans. You called me out on it before. And he clicks his fingers, and you watch as the glamour on his form shifts away, and you can see that he is an elderly human man with a very long beard. What they called liver spots on the sides of his head to indicate that he's rather old. Right, yes. So research, yes, that's what we're doing. Calder, please pour the tea for everybody. Calder starts pouring tea. You'd like to know what we've found out about the Guardians? Well, the first thing that we've discovered is they seem to have gone missing, or some of them seem to have gone missing anyway. No reports have been made on the Sea Siren, the Justice Bringer, the Gale Keeper, or the Forge Father for quite some time. Oh, and the Harvest Huntress as well. They've all seemed to have gone missing.
Wait, Josh, I need to write things down.
That's fine.
Oh God, how do you write with 2 pairs of gloves on?
So yes, those 5 have all been. We've not seen or heard from any sightings of any of them for at least the past 10 years. Some even longer than that. The Sea Siren's probably looking closer to 30 years ago, 30 to maybe even 40 years ago.
Any idea why? Where they went? Has the magic been affected that they guard?
Not from what we've seen. No, not from the research that we've done, but it's concerning. There's some stuff about the Guardians that is known only to a few, and not having them around is concerning, especially with everything that's going on with the temple above and everything at the minute.
Temple above?
The temple, the one that Kindak's trying to get into.
Well, yeah, of course. I actually do know what you mean. It's been a weird day.
Yes, it's definitely been very strange as he sips on some of his tea. Oh, that's a bit hot. Just drink some of the tea again. Oh, that's a bit hot.
That is concerning. I'm glad that at least my sisters are still around. But so how exactly in bed are you with Solomon?
Wait, sisters?
I thought you knew everything.
I mean, we know a lot of things, yes, but are you saying that two of the Guardians are relatives of yours? Is this something to do with your reincarnation cycle that we've heard about?
Hold up there, buddy. This is bartering information. I've come here with a deal, and I've just found the information that I can barter for it. Yes, you can extrapolate, but without my actual input, you can't confirm any hypothesis that you may say.
Okay, what would you like to bargain?
First, please answer my question. How in bed are you with Solomon at the moment?
We're working together to get your journals, but as far as the relationship goes, as soon as the auction has happened, both Calder and Isbit here will head back to Abercathis with or without the journal, and I will remain in the tower. Yeah, no, not really anything else.
Journals do you know about?
Well, we would assume that there would be a journal for each of the lifetimes that you've had. We know of the 5 journals that Solomon has spoken about, which all have something to do with the temple above, but we've not been able to track down any of the other journals. It's a lifelong project that a lot of us librarians have been left with.
Okay.
The Tales of Peripatea.
I think we're going to be able to come to a mutually agreeable situation. You see, it has come to my attention that Solomon, hell surprise, not such a great guy. In fact, kind of a dick. In fact, maybe really fucking evil. Time may tell. I'm going to the more extreme end. He has been safeguarding thousands of my journals underground in his vault. I would like to establish a contract with the Library of Abercathis to have custody of every single one of those journals, with the proviso that I am allowed, in whatever lifetime this, and it may be the next one, if that comes to pass, to have full access to them whenever I want to study them, etc. That's what I want. And then I will tell you information about whatever it was I just said. And I would need a contract in effect immediately, because the transfers of the books would need to be pretty quick.
I mean, that sounds like a very interesting offer, but the only concern that I have is that we can't just claim ownership of the books.
No, not ownership. God, no, safeguarding.
Right. So you want us to take the books off Solomon?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know you or your queen or whatever, but I sure as hell don't trust Solomon with them. He's been using them for multiple lifetimes, potentially, to control my access to information, which has been so manipulative, and I want to end that cycle.
Joda looks towards Calder and Isbit, and they both have looks of concern on their face, and he turns back to you. That is something that I reckon we could potentially do, but it's going to involve the Queen speaking to Solomon. None of us have the authority to do what it is you're asking. But
they're my property.
There's a slight hiccup to that, which is what we've come across with trying to get the journals that the crime beggars currently have. Yes, they are you is in your soul. They're those books. But a lot of people, death breaks the contract type things, breaks your ownership, and because you weren't, or you're not, your previous self or your previous selves, that they technically aren't owned by you, is the byline that we're being fed by a lot of people when trying to purchase these books. So that is going to be probably what Solomon is going to say when we try to claim his books. But if the Queen speaks to Solomon, and I can send a message to the Queen now and get a response from her straight away, then if she can speak to him, then something will probably will be done about it, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. This tea is burning me.
Now that you say this, that he might just lock the door and not let anyone in. If I were, how fuddy-duddy are you with the law?
I mean, as long as it doesn't get us in trouble and we don't know what it is that you're doing.
Well, you know the idea that possession is 9/10 of the law. If I were to suddenly have them in my possession and I had everything in the vault, and then I signed everything off to you guys, no problem, right?
I suppose not, but then we would need to be careful with how we handle it, because if Solomon were to find out, then that could hamper his relationship with the Queen, and the Queen seems very adamant on keeping relations with Solomon cordial.
You know why?
No, that's above our pay grade. Only the Queen knows that.
How old is the Queen?
Very old. Has been the only Queen of Abercathus, and has been there since it was first created. And Abercathus is old world. Is an old world city.
Okay, rescind. I may actually want to speak with her before this provisional deal goes through, to make sure she's not another Solomon who will just use me to her own ends. Which I think sounds pretty reasonable of me.
Yes, that's perfectly reasonable. Just be wary that you're not going to always bump into people who are squeaky clean, is the phrase I'm going to use. You don't stay in power for as long as you do by being always honest.
I'm not looking for squeaky clean honest 100% of the time. I only remember 2 lifetimes, and hey, my hands are far from clean. I once turned into a child to stop people attacking me. And fair enough, I was evil at the time. But my point is, we've all got shit on our tops. Like, that's not the phrase. I don't know what I'm saying. But I understand that. Just as long as she's not going to be a dick to me specifically.
I don't think she would be a dick to you specifically. She seems rather intrigued by you, which is why she wants the journals to live within her own library. Their offer was always going to be that if we were to get these ones from the auction house, that if we were to win that auction, we would take them back to Abercathus, and you would be allowed to have access to them as and when it is that you required it. That was always going to be the offer on the table for you, because that's just how the Queen wanted it to be. So, yes.
Yes, now that offer is just many more hundreds, maybe thousands of books sweeter.
It is very tempting. Allow me to send a message to my Queen tonight, and I will have heard back by tomorrow, I reckon. By later tomorrow.
I am going out of town for a couple of days.
Okay.
But I will be back, and I will be very interested to hear what she says. But, keep an eye on Solomon. If he goes to ground, that's a red flag.
We have a file on Solomon, and we have been keeping an eye on him for a little while, so don't worry about that.
Well, and the information you wanted, do you want that now? Or do you want it later? I haven't done many deals. You can probably tell. Probably can't tell because I'm very
now would be nice, yes.
Yeah, so I'm identical twin sister of Freyan, and I think was it younger sister or older?
I think you're older. I think but I think both you and Freyan are older than Ethia.
And I'm an older sibling to Ethia.
Interesting.
I was in my first lifetime. It still counts now. I've spoken to Freyan about it, and she seems She's happy to fit from me, at least.
Interesting. That's a connection that makes things so much more different. We knew that there was another sister. There is something that you might want to read. Your name has popped up somewhere before. Where is it? And he opens his bag up. It's not a book that is out in the open. It is in here somewhere. And he begins pulling things out of the bag. So where is it? And then he climbs into the bag to the point where his legs are dangling out, and he's just throwing things out. Ah, found it! You can hear within the void as he comes back out with a book. It is in an older text. It's not in the ancient language, but it is in an older text. But this might be prevalent to you. And he turns the book around and passes it to you. You will definitely need to cast comprehend languages on it. It is a language you can read.
I actually do have comprehend languages, so.
I know you do. And as you cast it, and the words begin to sort of in like how in the Percy Jackson films with Percy's dyslexia with the Greek, Evie's looking at me like I had no idea what I'm talking about.
You shouldn't mention those films.
I know, but it's just the idea of how the ancient Greek translates in Percy's vision due to his dyslexia to a language he can read, and that's pretty much what happens with you with this. And the book title is The Guardians and Titans of Aeodrun, and that is where we are going to take our break. There's a lot of books that need to be read in this campaign by various different people. I would tell you the inspiration for that, but I won't. We're going to go take a short rest. We will see you all in a little bit. Goodbye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. We have had our short rest, and we are going to dive straight into the second half of today's episode. In the first half, our group dealt with the healing of Lilla, spoke to Tally, made Tally remember that she now does not like her father. There was a touching conversation between Tally and Udric about Tally's late husband, Luca. And Tally was left to sleep in the room with Lilla. However, Lilly tripped over Udric's spear and rolled into the room opposite, which is the room where Lorna and Neri are staying. Those are Udric's younger sister and niece. They are not mother and daughter. They are auntie and niece. They had explained that they had just been to a picnic at the tree and were looking at potentially going to the Redstone farm to seek some employment. So a place of where they were going to stay seems to have been sorted for them. Peri, throughout all of this, had jumped out of the window and had made their way up towards the Wizard's Tower, bumping into, or Stacylin caught up along the way, and gifts were exchanged, feelings were shared, a hug was had, and Peri coming back to Stacylin potentially having a eye patch at some point is very much on the cards for the future. Peri broke their way into the Wizard's Tower, were almost attacked by the librarians, or one of the librarians anyway, and were led to the library within the tower where Joda, Calder, and Isbet have been studying various different things. Peri's various different lives, keeping records on Solomon, the Guardians, and some revelations were revealed to Peri that some of the Guardians have gone missing. Peri shared that they share a sibling. They are siblings with both the Evermaiden and the Lightbringer. And the session ended, or the previous half ended, with Joda handing Peri a book that, once Comprehend Languages was cast on it, translated to the Guardians and Titans of Aeodrun. Now, before we come to that, we're going to move back towards Lilly and Udric. the pair of you we had that lovely touching moment, sort of locked into a bubble. We're going to shatter that bubble now and carry on that story. So what would you two like to do? I will leave it to you. I believe, Udric, you're planning on staying there the entire night, aren't you?
That was the intention, at least to kind of be there and hopefully be in a state that would wake up a little quicker if someone tried to get into the room.
Yeah, you can do that. You can set yourself up there. Lily, while Udric has got himself set up there, what would you like to do?
Well, Udric, I don't have anyone else to talk to about something.
Oh, you can talk to me, and of course. Is the corridor private enough for you?
Oh, yeah. See, I went to the church earlier, kind of looking for a type of spell. And they didn't know. Because I need to send some messages out, and I don't know that kind of magic.
No.
Right. I'm guessing the Wizard's Tower, because I kind of know them, but I don't know them really well.
Okay.
And are we safe here now? Now that Solomon's, not very nice?
I mean, to be fair, Solomon has always not been very nice. He's just been pulling the strings so that we wouldn't necessarily realise it. But yeah, is he more dangerous now that we know he's a piece of work? I don't honestly know. And that's partially why I'm standing guard over his own daughter and granddaughter.
No. Makes sense.
I don't know who to trust. Solomon seems to have expanded his web, and there's going to be a number of people that I'm going to have to make a decision about as to whether I trust them fully or whether I think that they are too absorbed into Solomon's stuff. Starting with the doctor, I'm not convinced that as Peri said, if it had been Peri's blood that had been used, then surely it would have matched Peri's draconic heritage. But the fact that we got silver that nobody's come across for a long time, it makes me think that somebody who has been around a long time and has definitely had the opportunity to meet and acquire blood from other people might have had a hand in making sure that that blood was used instead.
Right.
Yeah. I'd have thought that you'd be able to trust a doctor, but it's whether he's been caught up in Solomon's lies and all.
Maybe. When Bram comes back, I want to make sure he's safe, but I don't. He probably won't want to hang out with me anymore. So, I want to make sure he's okay. But I don't know if staying here is safe anymore. I only know the Wizard's Tower. Really? So I might go there, or would you like me to protect the sleepies with you tonight? I can do that.
I mean, between the two of us, it means that we could both have a bit more of a rest.
Yeah, that's plan. Okay. Protect the sleepies.
I think that that's our best option. We're safest with the people that we trust, and at the moment, you and Peri, Lilly and Tully in the other room, and the away team, they're the only ones that I'm putting my faith in right now. So they haven't been in, with the exception of them, but they've seen they've seen him for what he is. But the rest of us, we haven't had Solomon's hooks in us for quite a long.
Yeah. Well, okay. After we've done protection duty, I'll go to the wizard's tower, and I'm going to ask them if I can, if they know a spell to, contact my dad. And he's really, he's like a really good mayor and like knows things. So he'll be someone else we can trust. So
Outside of this city, I think we can find allies. But in the town, that's yeah. I don't know how extensive Solomon's manipulations go.
Okay, that's a plan. That's a good plan. Lily goes and sits on the other side of the door, just a little flumps on the floor. Okay. Okay.
Well, I've got first watch if you wanted to get a bit of shut eye for the time being.
We could play I Spy if you wanted.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Make sure you get some shut eye though.
I'll try.
5 rounds.
Okay. And Lily continues to play I Spy the most ridiculous things in the hallway.
Which we don't know how full it is. Something beginning with a W. Yes, it's the wall.
Something beginning with W. Wood. Okay, so I think that's you two pretty much set for the night then. So please feel free to hit the long rest button between the pair of you. So you can do that as we flick back towards the wizard's tower. And Peripatea, you have just been handed this book that you have translated.
Give me a minute to read this. Maybe 5. I'm slow. As I begin to look through.
The darndest thing happens when you begin to read through this book. And because this happened when you were reading your journal, and at that point you were in a meditative state, as you start reading it and you think you're going really slowly, you realise that not that much time has passed and you've shut the book. You've just read the whole thing. You've literally just gone and read through it.
Reading does really come with practice. Did I get the information?
Yes, what information would you like? I will tell you the basic information, but also is there anything specific? I'll tell you the basic information first. I weirded that funny. Information that you find is the stuff that you already know. The Guardians of Aeodrun are, bear with me, un momento while I quickly, I know the Guardians, but it's the other thing that I need to look at. Okay, so the first thing is you read about the Guardians of Aeodrun. You've got Freyn, the Evermaiden, Guardian of Darkness. Aethia, the Lightbringer, Guardian of Light. Peltos, the Justicebringer, Guardian of Fire. Atheon, the Galekeeper, Guardian of Air. Morinir, the Forge Carver, Guardian of Earth. Renvir, the Sea Siren, Guardian of Water. And then Vyasha, the Harvest Huntress, the Guardian of Nature. And it gives you a bit of a description about how they came into power and what it is exactly that they do now that the gods aren't present in the world, and the fact that they have a ritual is performed for the spirit of the Guardian to inhabit a new host and take over that host, basically, is how the Guardians have survived for so long. And then you come to a page that says the Titans of Aeodrun, which is quite confusing because you've never heard of a Titan before. And you begin reading through it, and this book describes that the Guardians were created as the light of the element that they represent, the good of that. The Titans were created to represent the evil of those things or the darkness. So you've got, going in reverse order, you've got Waldir the Oak Carver, who is the Titan of Nature. You've got Ulfar the Stormcaller, who is the Titan of Water. Ulfar, you'll remember, is the walrus folk that you met in the docks a few days before. Valdris the Earth Lord, the Titan of Nature, which is Lilly's father's name. Ares, not Ares the Greek god, not spelled that way anyway. Ares the Winged Watcher, the Titan of Air. Icarus the Warbringer, the Titan of Fire. Corinna the Moon Mistress, the Titan of Light. And then Peripatea the Nightbringer, the Titan of Darkness. Are all of the names that are in there.
I read that bit. I do look up and like, A, I don't appreciate being termed as evil. B, good to have a name for what I am. C, how amazing is it that I named my scythe Eclipse? It's perfectly with the theming. Anyway, back to the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I get anything else other than the names about like the nature of the Titans?
So there's lots of things missing from this book, like bits of pages have been ripped out, and sections are just blank, as if somebody had written something but then just stopped. But what the gist of what you get is, according to this book, the Titans were the evil counterparts to the Guardians, and they were consistently at war with each other until Atheon placed a curse on the Titans that meant that the Titans would enter into a reincarnation cycle. So rather than being ritually bound to a person, they would instead reincarnate into a brand new body. And they would lose their memories during each reincarnation, and they would have to use different methods. They had their own different methods for keeping their memories. Like, for example, with Peri and the books, one of them, Icarus, is noted down that Icarus's memories were put into fire. So he would have to consume large amounts of fire to regain his memories. With Ulfar, he would have to eat fish to regain his memories, that sort of thing. Some of them are stupid, some of them not so much. And yeah, that's the information that you get. This book clearly indicates that the Titans are evil compared to the Guardians.
Wow. Real propaganda here. I mean, I don't know about you folks, but I do not think I am evil.
And we don't think you're evil either. This is what you might call a New Testament book. There is an older book that Solomon has hold of that we've not been able to touch, and we are not able to decipher either. But that one has the true history of the Guardians and Titans in it. This is just what Atheon wanted people to know.
I'm going to come back to that in 1 second. You said I could look for specific info in the book.
Yes.
Can I look for what happens if the cycle is disrupted? If there has anything about that at all?
Yeah, so a regeneration cycle for a Titan can be disrupted when they are, and the same with a Titan as well, a Guardian as well. Sorry, their powers can be disrupted by Aether, which is the sort of parent to all magic. So that's sort of like a nulling effect to the magic. If a Guardian or a Titan is afflicted with Aether in any sort of way, and then they die, they don't regenerate and they can't be ritually put back into a body. They're gone.
Inconsistencies there, potentially. May raise it in a sec after I look at... What was I going to look at? Shit. Brain. Apparently I wasn't going to look at anything else.
Nothing important, surely.
Important? No. I would like to see if there's any mentions of Aether specifically.
Aether is mentioned in the book, mainly as a Aether was used in the creation of both the Guardians and the Titans, but there's inconsistencies with their creation. There's a couple of years that are mentioned in the book, and it looks like the Titans were made a few years after the Guardians, and weren't what's the word I'm looking for? Compatible with each other. It basically, the way that you're reading it, it's like somebody made the Guardians and somebody different made the Titans. But it doesn't say any names.
It doesn't say any names. But are there mentions of the gods?
Yes. A few of the gods are mentioned in the book.
Intriguing. In what light?
As the creators of the Guardians and Titans.
Okay. But nothing about the fallen god that will arise once again, or any of that.
Nothing like that, no. Just in the context of them being created. The gods sort of, if you were to chapter the book up, the gods feature in like the first 2 chapters, and then they sort of disappear. They're not in the rest of the book, as if the book takes place after they've left the world, basically.
Slam it shut. Is this book going to be safe with you? I mean, I have a very safe armband of holding.
I mean, I've had that book since I was a child, so it was gifted to me by a kith when I sorry, I spoke out of turn. It was gifted to me by the Queen when I first joined the Librarians. I've had it with me all along.
Yes, you can keep it then. That sounds like a good reason. See, I respect the rules of ownership with books. So, couple questions, then another question that might lead into some answers for you, but also more questions. We're being very academic here today. I love it.
Mm.
So, first up, have you heard of any cases when the resurrection cycle has been disrupted and something atypical has happened? Like, for example, just off the top of my head, completely hypothetical. I can roll deception on that if you want me to, Josh. If, say, someone who is supposed to be brought back non-ritualistically is brought back in a way more in a manner of the Guardians?
That's completely unheard of. A Guardian needs to be brought. Guardian is brought back through a special revivification ritual, and Titans are brought back through reincarnation.
Before I proceed, does the name Cult of the Fallen ring any bells to any of you? And I'm going to watch them very carefully for their reactions.
Yes, it does. It's a thought has been a thorn in our side and in our Queen's side for many years.
Okay, cool. So yeah, there's been some stuff with them recently, but the reason I was asking about the cycle, Solomon, old silly boy, he had me basically self-sacrifice and go into the ether, basically, in a way that, according to this book and your law, should have just ended me.
It should have, yes.
I came back not as a baby, but in a fully grown elf being brought back to life.
So you were brought back like a guardian?
Yeah. And I have not been able to make sense of that.
Never been heard of before. That's something we're going to have to do some research into. That is an anomaly.
Extremely.
An enigma, you might call it.
And I can't help but think that Solomon was either very surprised to see I was up and about again, or it's part of his overall plan.
Titan's true power cannot be reawakened unless they are in the body of the species that they originally were a part of. That much we know. So if
For the conversation we were having shortly before I died.
So if that's some sort of design that he's had to get you back into an elven body, then I mean that's
So he's been trying to reawaken the entirety of my power.
By the sound of it, yes, which is...
In my best interest?
It's in your best interest, yes, but why would Solomon want it is the question.
That is the question. Also, when I've been brought back, I'm laying it all on the line right now. So if you guys stab me in the back, I am gonna be there will be egg on my face.
If we were to stab you in the back, our queen would have us hung, drawn, and quartered.
Oh, good, and I would watch, hopefully, unless you kill me first.
She
But
is an advocate for both the Guardians and the Titans.
Good. When I was brought back, there was a figure there. Tall, grinning, big scythe, absolute dickbag behavior. That had the vibe of, hang on, let me get it. And I get out the book that I took from the church with the gods in it.
Yeah.
Of this one. And I point to the one that corresponded.
The fallen one? Yes. If you ever see that figure again, don't approach it. Run.
Well, that's what I did. That's how I ended up back here.
Okay, well that adds a bit more context to what's going on then. We're not 100% sure, but from the research that we've done, the gods, we know that the gods had a hand in the creation of the Guardians and the Titans. We feel that the Titans may have been created by the fallen god, which is why they're considered evil. We haven't had confirmation of that. That's why we need to be able to read and translate and read the original diary that Solomon has hold of.
I may have access to that.
That would be fantastic. I mean, we would need a way to read it, but...
I believe that there are operatives currently trying to find a translation device of some sort. Hopefully
your
they'll be back
companions
at
that have
some point.
gone to the Isle of Marley, or Marley's Rest as it's called.
I think that was their mission. I can't quite remember. It was quite a while ago, to be fair. It was like a week. I don't know.
A long time for Peri.
I was unconscious beforehand.
That's true. Okay. So hopefully they bring something back that will allow us to read that diary. Okay. Or allow you to read that diary. If you can get that off of Solomon, then fantastic.
Oh, that won't be a problem. Hats on.
Good luck with that. Do you have any further questions for us?
I feel like I did, but I feel like I've also absorbed a lot of information, you know?
It's been a heavy day for information, yes.
Yeah. You know what's in the ruins, by the way?
The temple, or...
Yeah, the temple ruins. You know what's behind that?
No. That's what we've been doing research into. We know that it was a part of the ruins. Part of the ruins were a part of a great sky city from back in the old world, but to what is actually in there, we do not know.
So, because I don't trust the guy, I'm gonna look very closely into his eyes. But can I trust you? If I tell you, how evil are you? How corruptible do you feel? Scale 1 to 10.
I live to serve the Queen of Abercathus. Queen of Abercathus, as I said, is an advocate for the Guardians and the Titans, so my loyalty is to you, Titan.
I'm dealing with so many things. It's a gamble. You know what? I'm feeling lucky. Up in there, according to Solomon, is Bahamut.
What?
Slumbering.
There's a slumbering primordial in the mountain.
That's why Kimdak is so keen to get up in there. He thinks it'll resurrect his dead wife. But what Solomon was saying is that would probably corrupt the primordial. I'm not sure how that all works. But we've been looking for the one who lies between I know who that is. I'm not going to divulge that information. But big wheels are wearing, and it's a lot, quite frankly.
I mean, there aren't even any written records on where Bahamut would be. So that opens. I need to speak to the Queen. I was going to speak to the Queen regarding your previous request about the books anyway, but I must report. I apologize, Peri, but I must take my leave of you now. I must go speak with the Queen.
Hey, remember my thing as well.
I will, don't worry. And he begins floating in the air and then sort of shoots off up into the tower. Oh, okay. That's a lot of information to get in one go. This is Isbit speaking.
Welcome to what the last few weeks have been like for me.
How have you put up with getting all of this sort of info done in such a short space of time?
Jesus Christ, it's just one thing after another. You think you've had one uneventful day, and then boom, you get hit by more law.
Somebody really needs to get control of the law.
Mm.
Just taking jabs at myself at this point. Right, well, we're going to carry on with our research. You're more than welcome to stay up here if you'd like to, or I can see you back down if you'd like to. If you'd like to leave, I have a window to fix now. Although, could you please leave through the door or jump out of the window that you broke? Don't break another one.
You're no fun. Fine, I'll jump out the one I broke.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you when I get back from wherever that is I'm going, but I'm going tomorrow, so I'll see you in a few days. Bye!
Yes, we'll see you in a few days. We'll have answers from the... she's gone out the window. Moves his hand around and you watch as the glass picks up and reattaches in, and like a jigsaw puzzle, and then a final shimmer across it makes it repaired. And you sort of not fully jump out the window because it's like 30 foot up. You sort of slide down the side of the building and then sort of walk off. I'm not going to make you roll for damage and stuff because that feels nasty. But yes, you can go take yourself a long rest and click that button. As you wake up the next morning, Peri, you were able to get yourself back into bed, or get yourself into bed and have a relatively peaceful sleep. Almost like you know more about yourself now, more than what even your previous self knew. And that eases you a bit and allows you to sleep without any of the weird dreams that you normally have. It's just a nice sleep. For Udric, you are woken up in the morning by the loud sounds of snoring as Lilly is next to you, having sort of fallen asleep with their head in, with their chin in their chest and making some really loud snoring noises. So it's sort of echoing around the sort of area that's been created from her hair falling over her face and everything. It's made like an echo chamber of snoring.
I mean, Udric's not going to comment on it, but yeah, once he notices.
The door to the room opens and Tally steps out, rubbing her eyes a bit. Why is the floor shaking? And looks down towards Lilly. He's like, you didn't have to stay out here all night.
No, but you can't be too careful times like these.
No, you can't. You can't. Thank you. No, there's been no change to Lilla. Not dying again, thankfully. But hasn't woken up either. Did fidget a little bit, which is a first. So that's a good sign. I'm taking that as a good sign. So I was thinking about going down to get some food. If you and Lilly would like to join, we can see if Peri's back as well.
Oh yeah, I'm fairly certain I saw Peri come back, and obviously didn't offer to do any watching, but also didn't know that that was necessarily what we were doing. So,
I mean, it's just breakfast. We can all just go downstairs and have breakfast together if you'd like. Be nice.
kind of looks back at the door. I mean, did you want to bring it up here and we can?
Actually, yeah, no, that's a good idea. Let's stick quite close to the. Would you be okay to sit in with her while I go down? I'll get you something as well. I think I need to stretch my legs a little bit.
Yeah, of course. I'll.
I won't be far away though, so if anything happens, you need to shout, and I will be there in a flash.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and we'll kind of go in. I think there was a chair there, wasn't there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we'll sit in the room as well.
You sit in the chair, and Tally will move over towards Lily and just put her hand on your shoulder. Lily. Oh,
Funny.
sorry, I didn't mean to. You look awfully uncomfortable. Would you? Udric's gone into the room. We're gonna have breakfast upstairs. Would you like to go in with Udric, or you can come down with me and get breakfast?
Yeah, I can protect you while you get breakfast.
Good, because I don't know what you like to eat, so it'll be good for you to come down and pick for yourself.
Okay.
Okay, come on then. And they, both of you, begin walking, and she stops outside Peri's room. Peri's more of an afternoon person. I would just see if she'd like some breakfast. And Tally knocks on the door.
Hello? Sounds much more awake than you expect.
Peri, you okay in there? It's Tally.
Oh, hey, come on in.
Opens the door. You're awake? That's a first.
Yeah, I slept really well. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm finally getting used to this body, this lifetime. Who knows? I'm strapping on like the arms and kind of like schlopping up all of the bed linen and the pillows into the armband. I'm going to be heading out in a few hours. Do you need anything?
We were just going to have breakfast in Lilla's room if you'd like to join us.
Sure, is there going to be any of that really sweet coffee?
I'm sure we can get some.
Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Yeah. So would you like to come down with us? Udric's in the room if you want to go sit with Udric.
Why is Udi in? I thought we were all going in there.
We're all going to eat breakfast with Lilla, but Udric is sitting in there just in case, for protection.
We're on protection duty. Sticks her head in the door. We're protecting.
Okay, so we are going to Lilla's room.
Yeah.
We will do, yeah, but we've got to go downstairs and get the food first. Just wanted to know if you want to come get food or go sit with Udric.
Oh, I thought it was like, hey, do you want to come grab a bite? But if you're just going to bring it to us, I'll just meet you there. Bye.
Just walks off as like, oh, okay. Okay, Lily, let's go downstairs, and you can both make your way downstairs. And what does Lily eat? What does Lily like to eat food-wise?
Sweet things.
Oh no.
But also like sweet on vegetables. So if there's honey to go on vegetables or sugar to go on the vegetables, down.
Peri and Lily are going to get on like a house on fire. Yep, you can get all of the items. Tally instinctively knows what Udric likes to eat, but Udric, would you like to tell us what you like to eat?
Meat.
Lots of meat. That's what you're going to get, is lots and lots
Bacon.
of meat. Lots of bacon. And then again, sweet things are gathered for Peri, but more pancakes, croissants, the proper sweet sort of stuff. And pots of coffee and things are grab a pot of coffee and about 5 tubs of sugar grabbed, and they bring all of that upstairs. While you're both bringing that up, Udric and Peri, you are both in the room together with Lilla. Is there anything you'd like to talk about before Lily joins you again?
Hey, Edie, I'm thinking I'm going to go to Ostragos today, just so you know. You're welcome to tag along if you want to. But I know you didn't really sign up for it, so you got now if you want it.
Well, I actually I agreed to take some stuff to Ostragos for my sister. So looks like I've got reason to be going, but I won't be doing it under the banner of the Solomon Mercenary Company.
No, I'm just doing it as a favor to a friend, really. Also, to get out of this town, I need a change of scene for just like a few days.
Exactly. I think as long as we're smart about it, we should be able to get in and out of Ostragos without too much incidents, hopefully.
It can be very sneaky if I want to, and I say that because I have excelled at everything I've actually tried at in this lifetime, so I'm sure this will be no different. Winning smile.
The camera and the nosebleed appears.
As Tally and Lily both walk back into the room with the trays of food and coffee and stuff, and you can sit and have a hearty breakfast amongst yourselves.
It occurs to me that I think Lucian was also a fiend for grabbing the meat off the table. So we've kind of got the sweets and the meats at the moment.
Yes,
Team sweet meat.
Sweets and meats. I'm just glad that nobody has said that I would like to dip my bit of bacon into sugar. Just glad we've not had that yet. Hold on.
That's
now that
maple
I've-
syrup and
I
bacon.
mean, I really want to do that now.
Okay.
Scarlet wants to do that.
Okay. Breakfast is had, and you can all make your way out for the day if you'd like to. Would you all like to? What is it you would? You know that. Well, we know that Peri's going to begin making their way to Ostragos anyway. So, is the intention for everybody to go with Peri? It'd be very awkward if you say no, but is the intention to go with Peri? And if that is the case, is there anything you'd like to do before you leave?
No, I think we'll just we'll leave just after Peri and remain about 50 yards away the entire journey. No, yeah, I think we'd probably go at the same time. Udric would just want to kind of say goodbye to his sister and niece, and yeah, I mean, if there's anyone that they kind of pass on the way out of the town, but I don't think there'd be any. I don't think he'd think to do any other stops along the route, like that before going out.
Okay, we'll come to that in a moment. So, Lily, is there anything you'd like to do before you leave?
Really wants to go to the wizard tower to talk about that spell.
Yes. Okay, we can do that. Do you mention that to Peri and Udric as well?
Yes.
You mentioned it to me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you could both, the three of you can go do that if you'd like to. So
I mean, I can go and I'll catch you up. I just need to make a little stop. I need to send a message to tell my dad I'm alive.
I mean, strength's in numbers, right?
Yeah.
So
Just at the tower.
Were you at the tower?
Yeah, I was just there yesterday.
Oh.
we were all just there yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, last night, I mean, I literally just got home from the tower and conked out.
Oh, it won't be long. I'll just go in and say, hey, give me a spell. Pew pew. And then talk to my dad and tell him I'm not dead.
So give them, if it's for your dad, give them his name and they are very happy to help, it seems.
Oh. I mean, that sounds fair.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Awesome. So you can all make your way down the stairs first thing in the morning, and you see Lorna is at the bottom near the entranceway to the Rusty Pirate, and she's talking to an elderly gentleman. and she's got a big smile on her face, and you watch as she shakes hands with him, and you can just catch the end of the conversation where he goes, well, I'm going to be selling my stuff in the market all day, but please, whenever you'd like to, please make your way to my farm. Hands her a set of keys. Make you and your niece can make yourselves comfortable, and I'll be along later on towards the end of the day, and we can start talking about the things that need doing and all of that. And Lorna's like, yes, thank you very much. And I have some farming equipment that I was planning to sell in Ostragos, but if you can make any use of it at all, then that would be good. Oh yes, a lot of my farming equipment's quite outdated now, so I will pay for it. Of course, that's only seems fair. Oh, good. Oh, that makes it nice and easy. That means my brother doesn't have to take it all the way to Ostragos now. Maybe I can convince him to help me take it to the farm instead. And then you get to the bottom of the stairs. Oh, brother.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Wilfred. I'll see you later. Yes, goodbye. Hello. And he walks off. Back towards the marketplace. I've secured myself a job at Redstone Farm, and I'm going to take all of the gear that I'd asked for you to sell at Ostragos. I'm going to take it there so we can still use it.
Oh, so my entire reasoning for going to Ostragos, and now I've somehow signed up for it anyway.
I mean, could you help me get it to the farm? It's on the way.
Yeah, I can help drive the cart to get to the farm.
Oh, thank you. You're such a good brother. So good having you back round again. Okay, I will go get everything prepared, and I will meet you at the town gate later.
Sure. I mean, I don't think we're going to be too long. We've just got a couple of errands to run, and just sticking around with Tally and Lilla, and you know, making sure that they get somewhere safe.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'll meet you there in about an hour, maybe 2.
Sure.
Okay, right. I'll see you later. Well, Neri's at school, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'll come back and pick her up from here later, because Johanna said that she'll pick her up and bring her back here. So I'll come and get her once I've got everything unpacked at the farm. So I'll see you later.
Already. That's it.
Yeah, they were quite eager to take her in. It seems that the Sunny and the other children that she's made friends with had spoken to the sisters at the school, so they were quite happy to take her in.
It occurs to me that we was hanging out with one of the sisters from the church all yesterday, and I didn't even think to ask.
That's funny. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you later, brother. She walks up to you and gives you a little peck on the cheek, and then she walks out the door. And you can make your way to the Wizard's Tower. Odd question. Do you use the door?
Yes. Yes, me.
Oh, we're normal.
Normal people.
You knock on the door, and Peripatea pulls that face that Evie was just pulling when you knock on the door. The door opens, and Calder is there. Ah, Peripatea, it's good to see you again. Udric and Lilith, it's good to see the pair of all of you. What do we owe the pleasure?
Hello. I wish to have a spell, please.
Certainly, Joda is an expert at spell weaving, and if you have any particular spells that you'd like altered in any sort of way, he has the ability to do that. What is it you're looking for?
I want to talk to my dad, please.
Oh, you're looking for a sending spell? Yes, Joda could do that.
That. I mean, if you could if you got a book on it too, like how to cast, that would be great. But I really need to send the message, please.
I'm sure Joda probably has some spell scrolls for it that he could probably sell to you. I know he's looking to restock the shop. A lot of the scrolls that he sells are from his own personal book that he writes out and sells on to people. So I'm sure he's got some. But yes, please come in, all of you. Peri, it's good to see you again after only a few hours.
Yeah, I hadn't intended to come back. I was just gonna hit the road, but what do you know? Here I am again. Where's your tea?
It's upstairs, and leads you upstairs, and you can all sit in the garden area while tea is prepared, and Joda will come out. He's got his young glamour on him again, so he's sort of walking out with his arms behind his back. Oh, hello. It's
Good question, Josh.
yes.
Did we leave Tally and Lilla at the Rusty Pirates, like packing and stuff, or have they come with us?
They're packing. Well, Tally is packing at the moment. She's back at the Rusty Pirate, but she's making arrangements to leave. But she's adamant to. She is not adamant. She's reluctant to move Lilla at the moment, just in case something happens to sort of make her go the opposite way and start deteriorating again. So she's very cautious of that. But she said that she'll be fine while you're out of the town. She does say to you, she would have said to you as well that Solomon Solomon hasn't actually visited since the night of the fire. So that's been over a week. He's not been there to see either of them. You can have some tea. Udric, can you make me a perception check, please?
That is a thing I can do, yes. Perception check. Not great, actively. An active check is only an 8.
Okay. You can see some rustling in the bushes, but you don't see anything.
Bears are here.
Yeah, the bears are there, but you can't see them, unfortunately. Hello. Great to see you all, Peri. Good to see you again. You weren't here that long ago. I sent the message that we spoke about last night, and I just need to wait to hear back.
I am on tender hooks, my dude.
Yes. Well, you said you were going away for a few days, so by the time you get back, we should have notification on. I should have had a correspondence with the person in question. He's been a bit coy because he doesn't know what he should and shouldn't say in front of Lilly and Udric.
As well he should.
Anyway, I believe somebody would like to send a message to somebody. Is that correct?
That's me. Hello, that's me.
Hello. Who would you like to send a message to?
My dad.
Okay. What's your father's name?
Gives full name.
Valders.
And surname if there is, and middle name if he's got one.
No, there isn't. No surname. He looks. And then looks towards you, Peri. Okay, this would be interesting. I can do that. Yes.
Good.
What would you like me to say? We have a limit of 25 words.
Okay. Do you just need his name or a description? I have a drawing of him in my notes.
A drawing would be helpful. Yes.
I want to see this.
You see my dad? Well, he's quite a handsome man. Gets a drawing. My dad.
How good is Lilly at drawing again? Very
pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's almost like a lifestyle portrait of your father.
It's a main one picture, and then one of him laughing, and then one of him like going, brr, and then there's one of him sleeping with a really weird sleepy face because it was funny.
You can see that he's quite, even from the picture that Lily's drawn, he's quite an imposing figure. Long grey hair that descends down his back that looks like it's probably plaited somewhere. Massive, makes Lily's horns look tiny in comparison. Massive horns that stick out of his forehead, go up in sort of like a directional, two opposite directions, and then go backwards and then end in a point. Lots and lots of green scales all over him to the point where his arms look like they are completely draconic with some little bits of humanoid flesh sticking through. Again, similar to all other dragonkin, he has the scales going down the sides of his face, but his go along his like across his cheek as well, that sort of form like a scale beard for him. Scaled beard, should I say?
Isn't he handsome?
Yes. Let me. Yeah. So, what would you like your message to say?
Could you?
I take it you don't want me to put the in there.
Oh no! Best not. No.
Okay.
It's gonna come out in your voice, not mine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, would you like it to come out in your voice?
You might believe it a little bit more if it sounds like me. But
I haven't done this for a little while. It's not something I tend to do for free, but I shall do it for you. And he sort of waves his hands a little bit, and you watch as he begins to cast the spell Sending. And as he does, you can watch as the sort of the light magic begins to fly up as if it's going to send a message. And you watch as his hands glow around the outlines of his hands glow white, and he just grabs it out of the air, and it's like buzzing around like it's trying to get somewhere, but it can't. And a little ball forms around it, and he hands that to you. As soon as you take the ball, it's almost like a bubble. The bubble bursts, and the magic just goes into your hand. You have one use of the word of the spell Sending.
Papa, I'm alive. I promise. Secret was stolen. I'm sorry. I'm in Magstead. Leaving, though. Solomon is scary. Please come find me. Please. Love you.
You send that spell. You sort of watch as that little fragment of light shoots off. Anything else you want to do?
What do I do now?
It might take a little bit of time for the message to come back. It needs to get to the sender, and then the sender needs to reply to it. And
does it ping when I know it's got there?
Unfortunately not, no. You'll just get you could be on the toilet and you just suddenly get the message back, sort of thing.
Well, that's just awkward.
I know.
You'd see like two little blue ticks.
I need to ping. Oh.
Read the bastard. ...
then when? Oh, thank you.
That's all right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you didn't hear any of the private stuff, obviously, but thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
That's all right. Peri, do you have a question?
Oh, me, Evie has a question.
Evie, do you have a question?
According to the book I read last night, how does Valdus recover his memories?
Ooh, interesting. It wasn't written in the book of how he recovers his memories. Indicating. Sorry?
Which one was he?
He was the Earth Lord.
Spews dirt.
Yeah. That indicates to you that he probably hasn't regenerated or reincarnated. He's probably been alive the entire time. Dragonkin makes sense.
Well, I mean, how long ago was this whole thing happening? Has it just been 1,000 years?
No, it has been a lot longer than that. But Guardians at least have a longer lifespan than what their species that they inhabit would normally. They basically allow humans and all of that to live a little bit longer than what they normally would. So it wouldn't be abnormal for a Dragonkin to have lived for the past 10,000 years. 5,000 years. I need to remember my own history. 10,000 years. It is 10,000 years. Potentially.
Interesting.
Especially considering and Lily would know this, but obviously this isn't a conversation that you're having at the minute. But Lily would know that some Dragon King can ascend to dragonhood, can become full-blown dragons. But yeah.
Oh, can you tell me how to do that, like without a tiny bubble coming out of your hands and into my pinkies? I'd like to be able to cast that if I have to, if it's like emergencies or to try again later.
I have a spell scroll for it if you'd like to take that with you. I will have to charge you for it, unfortunately.
How much?
Well, spell scroll of this power would normally be about 300 gold, but I could do it at a discount for 225. I know Lily has that.
Oh, you know, I have.
I know Lily has that. You got a lot of winnings from the tournament you fought in.
Sold. Please,
there you go.
May I have one, please?
Of course, yes. And you just watch as he just puts his arm down into his sleeve and pulls out. He's got like pocket dimensions everywhere. He just pulls out a scroll and hands it to you. There you go.
Thank you.
So
if you need anything from me, if you need drawings done or help with information, I'd love to help you out. Be friendos.
Yes, I mean we're always looking for new people to help us do research on things. You seem to be quite expert, quite adept in the lore of dragons, so that could be something we could share knowledge. We could share some things with you about Dragonkin and dragons, and you could share what you know, maybe.
I'd love to. I could be a scribe for you if you like, or a illustrator, whatever you need. I love books.
Have you ever considered joining the librarians? It becomes a recruitment drive.
Yes. That sounds pretty cool. I get to hoard books. Do I get to hoard books? Do I get to look after books? Do I sleep on books?
Yes. I mean, yeah. If you want to talk about hoards, I have my own hoard. It's my library. He points to the big building behind. Yes, you get gifted when you become a fully fledged librarian. You are gifted a book on the subject that you are most interested in, a rare copy of the book, and then you can build your collection from there. Mine was a very ancient book on ancient lore. Looks towards Peri.
Yes, please.
Picking up what he's putting down.
Lily's dribbling a little bit. Yes, please.
I will. When I speak to my queen, I will mention she has a final say on all admissions to the Avocathis University, and they do field projects, field teachings as well, so you can learn on the go if you are adventuring with these lovely people.
Please tell her I say hello and curtsy. Can you add that I curtsy because it's respectful?
I would add that you curtsy. Would you? And I take it you wouldn't be interested in one of these Swede suits as points to yes, Swede is the thing in this world. I established it in one of the earlier episodes of when you first met the librarians. Swede, yep.
Made out of the vegetable.
Yes.
Or is it Tweety Swede?
It looks like the vegetable. It's just got it's called Swede.
I like my outfit. Thank you. But if you have a badge.
Yes, we have badges.
Down.
Okay.
Be down.
Fantastic. Okay, well, take this, and he again goes into another sleeve, pulls out a business card and hands that to you.
Ooh. Thank you.
Welcome to the librarians.
Yeah. Well, ask your queen first. You have to ask permission.
I will
first.
ask the queen. Yes.
And tell her I say hi with a curtsy.
I shall do indeed.
Thank you.
Right. So with all of that, you can all lead. Oh, yes.
During that whole time, I will have been ritual casting Speak with Animals.
Yep.
And probably just towards the end of that conversation, you do just hear like Udric growling in bear to try and coax Kissy Fur and Ruxpin out.
Yeah. Okie. Make me an animal handling check. Unfortunately, with disadvantage, please.
Boom. Already rolled low. Well, that's fine. The lowest roll was a 14.
14. So what is it what are you don't please don't do the bear grunt noise. What are you actually saying to the bears to try and get the coax them to come out?
Difficult because I don't particularly find the thought of taking them to Ostragos appealing. I don't think Udric necessarily fully trusts the librarians yet. Like, I know that Peri and Lilly have obviously put their trust in them. I think... So I also know that the Reavers use the farm. So I don't think the farm's going to be safe either. I think... Yeah, he wouldn't want to take them to Ostragos. He wouldn't want them to go to the farm. So he probably just wants to talk to them and... say that he's going to be like he just wants to tell them that he's going to be away for a bit, but that he's safe here. And if anybody tries to take them away, to eat them.
Okay. So you call out to them and you watch as the bushes rustle a little bit. You call out to them again and you watch as they both sheepishly come out from behind from the bush that they're in. You can instantly see on their faces that they are afraid of you. Mm-hmm. And they sort of cower away from you as you speak to them. You scared us. Why did you transform into one of them?
I don't know.
Can you not do that again?
I can try. I am not someone who was born with magic. This is something that has happened to me, so I'm still learning how to do it.
That's something that our father said before he turned. But not so much about him having magic, but the gifts that he was, or the curse that was bestowed upon him or put on him.
Did he say how he got this curse?
It was through drinking the water in our home. Our mother was carrying us at the time when she drank it as well, and when she gave birth to us, we apparently looked like this, different to other bears apparently, although we've not seen any other bears to make a comparison, but they are talking like adults.
I've noticed that they're growing up so fast. I will try my best. The trouble is, I suspect that my magic is coming from very much the same place that your dad's magic came from. But
you're contaminated? Potentially.
But also, and I'm going to summon Luca. But I'm going to... I don't know if this, Udric doesn't know if this will work, but Udric's kind of concentrating on trying to make Luca, while still the size of a rabbit, look a bit more like a tiny little bear. So we'll kind of summon Luca, and hopefully, in the same sort of way, the vines and everything. And we'll just say, I probably am contaminated in some way, but also there is another source for my magic, which I'm hopeful will counteract it to a degree. Summons tiny bear Luca.
Summon Luca Luca appears to you as a rabbit, and you convey that thought of, I'd like you to appear like a bear. He looks towards you, cocks one eye up, it's almost like he's got an eyebrow, cocks that up, tilts his head to the side, rolls his eyes, turns back, and then watches as his form sort of shifts into that of a smaller bear. But you know that Luca was a bit of a trickster when you were together in the grove anyway. But he's a bear, but with the rabbit ears still and the rabbit teeth.
Something like that.
the two bears laugh or giggle at that, and they make their way closer, and they begin sniffing Luca. You can see that Luca's fur sort of stands up on end as they're sniffing him. His form is a lot more physical, and then they turn towards you and they nudge at your hands because they want to sniff your hands.
I just kind of hold my hands out, and I'm not making any moves to kind of pet them. I want to make sure that they are comfortable without me making any sudden moves.
Yeah, they sort of sniff your hands and then both circle you round the other way, and they sort of nudge into you, push into you a little bit while they do so. And then all of a sudden you feel this giant weight on your back as one of them has sort of leapt up and put all of their two paws over your shoulders like they're trying to hug you from behind, and they just push you to the floor, and then the other one jumps on top and you're sort of being squished by bears. They start licking your face.
Yeah, I'm kind of just... I think at that point I start to like scratch their heads and kind of stroke their flanks and that sort of thing.
They'll say to you that we'll be fine here. The nice people feed us food and let us play in this lovely field that they have, so we'll be fine here.
If you see the people, and we'll kind of describe the uniform of the Reavers, if you see any of them, don't be taken in.
Oh no.
Stay hidden. And if you have to, kill them outright.
We remember them from when they tried to take us before. We will not let them take us again, or try to take us.
You're a lot bigger than them now.
Yeah.
But they'll try tricksy ways of getting you.
Just keep yourself safe, please. We don't want to lose another dad.
Of course. We've just got a job to do, that's all. Just someone else that we need to save.
Okay. And one of them will lick sort of the side of your cheek, and the other one licks from the bottom of your chin right up over your nose.
I think Udric at this point is going to lick both of them back.
Yeah, they seem to like that. A bit confused to start off with, but like, yeah, that was cool. And then they both run off and begin playing in the trees again. You can see that there's a ball that they have been given by one of the librarians, and they sort of kick it, nudge it between the two of them, and sort of roll into a heap and things and start playing. They seem a lot happier than what they did before. Fences have been mended, as it were. Awesome. Right, well, unless there's anything else, any other questions for the librarians or anything else you'd like to do within the town, you can leave and begin making your way towards the gates where you will meet Lorna with the gear for the farm. Yeah. Awesome. So that's what
No!
Did you say no or go?
No!
Oh, we said no. I was like, no, what are we doing?
For the whole conversation, Peri was just swinging on the door frame like a malcontented child, being like, come on already, come on!
And as you begin making your way up, a couple of hours into the journey, you take a quick diverge to the farm of Redstone so that Lorna can be dropped off with the gear. She lets herself into the house, and basically she's going to get herself situated, and she tells you to come back and visit at some point. And the three of you can then carry on the road on your own as you are travelling.
On our own with Lilla and Hallie, right?
No, they've not left yet. Tally said she didn't want to move Lily yet, so it's gonna take some time before she can move her. But she's going to get things sorted for when she feels it's safe enough to move Lilla. The journey to Ostragos is actually 7 days. It's very far away. So, but during that first day, Lily, you begin to get a headache. You're like, oh, really? This time? And then you hear a voice, a very familiar voice in your head. I'm not using the 25 word count because I'm the DM. Lily? Is that you? I thought you died. You're in Merkstead? With Solomon? I will be there soon.
Yep.
Do not trust him. He is a snake. I love you, my girl. I will see you soon. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We have been Roll Together RPG. If you like what you've seen, you can catch us on Mondays from 6 p.m. UK time. Check out our socials to see what's going on, and join our Discord to check out what's going on when, because things might change. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and to my players for playing in today's session, and also a massive thank you to our Dice Heads D20 Club and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat that must be sent to Tom for various different reasons, by following the links in chat or in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like, so we know what to make more of for you. Massive thank you, and we will see you all next week. Bye.